right, March 1st, a quick explanation, introduction, I guess, and then we're going to get to the live trades from this morning. So these were the alerts from last night. So last month, I had one dedicated account that only traded the actual alert triggers. I still have this account. I also now going to include another funded account that will take any qualified trades based on these alerts. So these alerts are not only trades in and of themselves, they actually are a map for the trader to see if they should be focusing on long positions or short positions. If a market, as the Nasdaq was today, close or below the short trigger, it is best to focus on short trades. If the market is close to or beyond the buy trigger, one should be focusing on long trades. In other words, we are going with the market, we are not going against it. If you just learn to pick one side based on if the market is stronger or weaker, your trading will improve dramatically. So these triggers tell us if we want to be short or long in a particular market. So the same account that last month only took the triggers is going to again only take the triggers, and today you see that account made $300. Now the other account, the account that can take any qualified trade based on the alerts, meaning based on if the market is weaker or stronger, and in our community the traders know how to identify if the market is weaker or stronger, and they have setups that would allow them to take trades into those triggers or trades that go with the market, if the market is stronger or weaker. And that opens up a whole universe of opportunities. And this account, which you see over here, this account is going to do much, much better. So these are the two accounts I'm going to, I guess, show every time I make a video so you can see the progress. Now, I can no longer make a video every day, and that is because I am focusing on the traders in the group. A lot of them are doing really, really well, far better than I anticipated at this point. After all, we are only 2 months old. And because they're doing so well, I really want to focus and make sure that they stay successful. So, I make videos specifically for group members. I have one-on-one sessions and so on. So I will still try and make at least 1 or 2 videos a week for the YouTube channel, but I'm really going to focus on the group. There's a lot of exciting things are happening. And if you want to join us, drop me an email. As a matter of fact, if you want to drop me an email, tell me the kind of trader you are, and I will send you one free custom alert just for you, just so you can see what this is all about. Anyway, some of you might have a question. Why is your $150,000 account has a starting balance of 160? And that is because every one of my funded accounts is $10,000 over the starting balance after the payout. In other words, when I take a payout, I make sure there is at least $10,000 left in that account beyond the starting balance. And this way, I am not trading scared. I can just focus on the validity of each trade. I know that, yes, I take losses, and it's possible I can be down 1,000. I can be down 1,500, maybe even 2,000, but I'm not going to be down 10,000. and this 10,000 increases very quickly anyway throughout the month. So I strongly advise to all the group members and to really any trader who hears me who tries for the funded accounts, grow those accounts. You don't want to be in a situation when you are constantly have very little drawdown availability, because that's when you're most vulnerable to blowing an account. Because the thing is, we can all have a bad streak. We can all have a few losers in a row. I know I do. And if you don't have enough room in your account, that's when unfortunately you just blow the account. So highly recommend $10,000 over the limit. So when you see cash on hand, this is the balance before today's trading, and this is after today's trading. So I mean, look, for the month of March, I'm going to be doing this. Anytime I make a video, I'm going to show you how these accounts are doing. Obviously, the account that only takes the actual alerts is going to make much less because I cannot catch all the alerts. I can only catch maybe 3 or 4, sometimes 5 in one day. But there are a whole bunch of trades that are based on these alerts that are out there to be taken. And this is the account that's going to do much better. Now, everyone should start with simply trying to trade the alerts, but as you get better, as you get more sophisticated as a trader, as you gain more confidence, not only in the alerts but in your own trading ability, you'll be able to take a number of trades. So these trades were taken both with the auto trader and manually, and you're going to see that in the live trades that I attached. And the thing is, the auto trader is a great tool, and I love it. I use it all the time. It is a great tool, especially for those traders who might suffer from some discipline issues or they hesitate, because the auto trader takes care of that part. You still have to make sure that you activate it at the right time and that you activate it on either longs or shorts only, again, based on where price is in relation to these alerts. So, but it's a great tool. It's not necessary. There are traders in our group who trade manually and doing very well. And there is an example today where I take manual trades, and it's working just fine. Because as long as you understand the idea, what you use is not that important. It's just that those who have some issues would greatly benefit from using the auto trader. Anyway, I'm going to take a break here now, and I'm going to attach the live trades. And after that's over, we're going to do the rest of the alerts. Right, it's early in the morning, but I already missed the entry on the Nasdaq. The post last night was a long at 112. So I set up the auto trader now, but I have to wait now for price to come back into the box and trigger long. And of course, this is a funded account. And yeah, so nothing to do, just gonna wait. Hopefully I did not miss it. Price should come back again. Price often retests the trigger levels, so just gonna leave the recording running.
All right, so I walked away, but the trade is complete. I think I showed before, right? This is a funded account, and now let's see what else is setting up. So this is oil, and oil is about to trigger on the short side. So I set up the box. As you can see, here is the sell level in oil, 76.38. So yep, as soon as the red bar closes below the edge of the box, the other trader is going to take a short trade. All right, so real quick, did not have to wait for this at all. A very quick move down, and oil hits its target. All right, let's see what's next. Example of a manual trade, and I'm gonna take one off here and let the last contract just come all the way down to the trigger. The trigger last night was posted 12,027. So that's where my final destination for the second contract is going to be. These were the alerts last night, by the way. So you see the NASDAQ was a trigger at 12,027. Triggered already earlier. The normal thing to do is, of course, to come back to the trigger. The market made a pivot, and now it should attempt again to come toward the trigger. All right, they're coming down nicely. Overall, a weak market, tagged the short trigger before, and it should come back to it. I might just take some profits early, but it really should come down all the way there. But anyway, let's take it. All right, so I'm going to start here with 425 on two contracts, one trade. And that's why sometimes it's good to get out. That's the news. I wanted to be out before the news. But they really should, like I said, come to this trigger. Here they are. So um, I missed out on some profits, and that's okay. It's always okay with me to miss out. I never cry about it. Um, I made a conscious decision to get out before the news, so all is good. I might take another short actually. So here they go. They tagged the trigger again. I'm gonna take another short because we're still in a good area. So this kind of trading is obviously slightly more advanced.
but it's all based on the triggers. In other words, the reason I went short is because the trigger is right here, you know. And now the market tagged this trigger, and it should come back to it. Here we go. So take another profit, and here we are. And it's a very logical way to trade. You simply look at the triggers, where the triggers, and this lets you know if the market is in a weaker or a stronger position. By the way, someone told me I should show time and sales as a proof that this is live and not some market replay. So I'm not sure what it does exactly, but here you go. Well, you know this is live anyway because the color here is white and SIM in NinjaTrader 7 is in gray. Here they are tagging the short trigger again. Also, a couple of screenshots. I don't want you to think I only trade the NASDAQ, although I adore the NASDAQ. To me, it's just such an easy market to read. Anyway, so this is the auto trader trading oil. So CL after the 10:30 inventory numbers. Market just shut up after the inventories. Auto trader, because we were close to the trigger long, I think it was 77.32, I think it was. So I activated the auto trader on longs only because we were closer to the trigger long. And so same idea, right? Trading with the market, not against the market. A long and a beautiful trade. And this is gold. So the trigger long was 1841. And so I set the auto trader on longs. And after the pullback that you see, the auto trader identifies a long setup, takes the trade, and again, a very easy trade, very little heat, if any at all, and hits the $100 target. All right, let's go through some of the alerts. So with the NASDAQ first, of course, a sell at 12,027. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Look at that. Comes up to 27, down, comes up to 27 again, and down, and again, and down. So these trigger numbers, very often the market would retest these numbers because these are important numbers. I don't just give you guys random numbers. Those who follow this know how often this happens, that price just retests. And it also, again, gives you an idea if you want to be on shorts or on longs. You have no idea that here price is going to turn around and go up. But you do know that once price reaches the trigger, there is a fairly high probability that this trigger is going to reject the price lower again. And so if you have a way of getting short around this area, and our traders do have a way, then you can take a beautiful short down and again here and again here. The S&P was a short at 39.54, so not quite as great as the NASDAQ, but again, if all you're looking for is 2 points, you definitely had it, both here and over here. And a lot of times, again, our traders know how to get short into this area because once price begins to approach this trigger short, this price is going to start pulling the market down. So you can actually get short slightly before the actual trigger. Gold was a long 1841. So triggered first, kind of early in the morning, but look at this again. Comes and retests the trigger. Comes and retests the trigger. So this is something that happens pretty much every day. And again, even before this trigger, if you knew how to get long toward it, you could have actually hit your daily goal already before price ever got here. So these are the kind of trades multiple times a day that you can take once you're aware of this fact that This is a stronger market from this point. Now, later on, it might go lower, but at this point, this is a stronger market. Like here is a stronger market. Like here, even though there is all this move down, it's still a stronger market. You want to look for long trades. Oil, definitely a trickier market today. Oil was a buy 77.32 or a sell 76.38. So today was oil inventories. Of course, I don't like to trade oil. I did trade it, but I'm very cautious with oil during inventory day before the numbers come out. But there were some opportunities, and again, if you were looking to get short, you could have gotten short before the trigger ever took place. If you did take the trigger, though, you did have 10 ticks over here and 10 ticks over here, and definitely after the inventory numbers, you had 10 ticks on the upside. Okay, so that's it for today. As I said, I cannot be making videos every day for now. I just got to make sure everyone in the group is doing well. So I'm going to try maybe have another one on Friday. Otherwise, like I said, come and join us, and then there are videos almost every day for members. Thank you, guys.